Hey, it's Joey for Digital DJ Tips, and in this video, I'll give you a quick walkthrough of Cross DJ Pro 3.1 for iOS. It's a 2-deck DJ app from Mix Vibes that lets you DJ using your iPhone or your iPad. I'll show you the features of the app, which I've installed on my iPad mini 4, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. So here's the Cross DJ Pro interface. In landscape mode, you see both decks here on either side. I've already got 2 songs loaded in here, and you can load tracks by pressing the plus sign on the upper right or the upper left, depending on which deck you want to load the track into. It pulls the songs that you've got either in your device or from SoundCloud if you want to stream from it. Here at the top, you've got the waveforms, which you can jump around by pressing on it, like so. And below that, you've got the album art platter, which you can touch to scratch or scrub through the track. You've got the tempo fader here at the sides and volume faders here at the bottom. And then you've got a 3-band EQ over here in the middle. Below the entire screen, you've got cue, play, and sync controls, as well as the crossfader here in the middle. All pretty standard stuff. So let's try playing a track right now. Move the crossfader to the left. Here, what's on the left deck, and if you move to the right, of course, you're not going to hear anything because I have not played anything yet. And you've got EQ over here. There you go. So all pretty standard stuff again. Now you can also use it in portrait mode. So if you stand your iOS device upright, you're only shown one deck at a time. Right now I've got deck A, and if I want to skip on over to deck B, I just press the button over here in the lower right of the screen, which will bring me to my track on the right deck. So I can just press play over here, and I can use crossfader to fade into the right deck. If I move to the left, again, you're not going to hear anything because we're not playing anything on deck A. So everything looks a little bit bigger here. Of course, you're shown one deck at a time, so it's easier to press the buttons or to scrub through a track like this. You can also use needle search like that, which will make it easier, especially if you're using a smaller device like an iPhone or an iPad mini like I'm using right now. I'm going to show you some of the other pages over here really quickly, just so you see what they look like when we're in portrait mode. So I'm going to check out the mixer over here. These are the hotkeys as well as looping controls, which we'll get into later. This is the effects XY touchpad, and this is the sampler. Again, I'm going to talk about this later on in this video. So let's go back to landscape mode. Alright, so that's the main menu. Now let's look at the buttons here that let you toggle other features of the software. You can toggle the waveform display by pressing this button here at the top, which combines the waveforms of both decks into a stacked waveform for visual beat matching. Below that, you've got the hot cue and looping controls. Let's bring that up over here. There are 8 hot cue pads, as well as auto loop on and off and loop size buttons, as well as the slip mode button. Now next up, we've got the effects button, which brings the FX XY touchpad on screen. You can choose from a variety of onboard effects here, including low pass and high pass filters. Let's try playing this. Low pass. High pass. We're all pretty familiar with what this does. I think it would have been better if Mix Vibes included the filters in the main interface as a fader, right beside the EQ section for easy access, instead of relegating it into the effects page, just because it's going to be a lot simpler if you want to add like a filter while you're mixing one song to another. Alright, so below that, you've got the sampler button over here. And there are 6 sample pads that you can use to trigger sounds from the included sample packs. So siren, I don't know if it's really essential, but they're here. Yo, DJ! These are just fun that you can use. Drums here. You can even make your own sample banks using your own samples. Say D tips. Go. And let's say I want to record samples. Record button over here. Press the sample pad over here. I'm going to hold it while I record my sample. J tips digital. J Joey. And now I can trigger these whenever I want. Let's say I'm DJing and I want to drop my DJ ident. DJ Joey. Okay, now finally, let's have a look at the Ableton Link feature. Cross DJ Pro is link enabled, meaning it can talk to other apps that are compatible with Ableton Link, whether through Wi-Fi or if you're running it on the same device. An example of a link enabled app is Ableton Live, obviously, as well as Mix Vibe's own Remix Live app. So technically, I can have Remix Live playing a loop, for example, and then I can play a tune in Cross DJ Pro, and then they would be in sync and in each other. So let's try it out. I'm gonna launch Remix Live right now. Here we go. I think Cross DJ Pro is one of the better DJ apps out there for iOS. It's full-featured, and I like the interface even though it does feel a bit cramped on a smaller iPhone or iPad. Plus, the Ableton Link support could make for some potentially interesting live looping performances. It's not free, it costs $4.99 on the App Store, but if you're looking for an iOS DJing app that's easy to use and has a couple of intermediate features, it's a good deal. So that's it for my talkthrough of Cross DJ Pro 3.1 for iOS. Please check out my full review over at the Digital DJ Tips website. The link is in the description box below. Please hit the thumbs up icon if you like this video and hit the subscribe button if you are not a subscriber yet. My name is Joey. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.